Hello everybody, this is Adam Transparency Pro, the Game Machine, bringing you a quick video. I wanted to do a video response to Alloy7's video about the PlayStation TV. I'll put a link to his channel below. He's a really cool guy. I enjoy watching him, but I wanted to do kind of a response to it. And usually I don't do this kind of stuff, but I'm wanting to try on my channel to do more topic type videos and stuff, so... And I saw his video about the PlayStation TV called Why We Need the PlayStation TV, although his is more like why he doesn't feel like he needs the PlayStation TV. And I just wanted to kind of discuss my thoughts on it here. So he is definitely of the mindset that I have seen some people had where I guess they thought the PlayStation TV was going to be something completely different than what it was, though it had been announced so. As it was pretty much the Vita TV, they just rebranded here in the States as PlayStation TV. Basically, this unit can play Vita games, it can play stream PS4 games, and and do a lot of content stream. Basically, it's mainly a stream box, but it can also play Vita games. And it's out for $99. You can get a bundle. It's $139. Of course, you may have seen a couple of videos I did on the PlayStation TV. When it comes to some of the capture stuff I've done and all that, and of course, I've had to find my ways around it. I know some of you asked if you've seen some of the previous videos I've mentioned, ways to do that, but of course for gaming only. So, with that said, is PlayStation TV going to be for everybody? The answer is no. No. But I don't think it's a bad thing. In fact, I think any time a consumer has more than one option for something, it's a good thing. It really is, and I don't feel like the PlayStation TV is an oversaturation or anything. In fact, it's really good. Well, for people like me especially, once you can get around it, you can actually capture gameplay footage and stuff like that. So that's one good thing. Also, if you have, a TV in another room and you want to stream your PS4, that's great too. You got that option. Personally, I don't use it. I don't really have much interest in it, although I did dabble a little bit with it. Though, of course, it was on the same TV, mind you, so it was really not necessary for me. I mean, that's mainly why I got it. And I understand some of the complaints out there. One of the biggest complaints is, well, it doesn't play everything. And for some of that, I feel that it's a credible reason. I mean, for example, look at the PlayStation Vita. The Vita has a front and rear touchscreen. You can use a PS3 or PS4 controller on it. Now, PS3 controller obviously has no kind of touch sensor. PS4 has the front one, but still doesn't have the back. And it's not as big of a touch area as the Vita is, because the front and back, it's about 5 inches, I would say. 5 inches. Okay, that's probably you get the idea. What I'm saying here. So yeah, it's just because it doesn't make sense. I mean, the publisher or the developer would have to go back in and add specific controller controls for that specific game, and if that's not feasible, then it makes sense they won't. They do have a list of games and stuff like that. So to me, it's kind of like one of those things you need to know what you're getting into. But I think it's also a really good thing for some people who really like, let's say, for example, Persona 4 Golden. Persona 4 Golden was one of my favorite games on the Vita. And it's a enhanced port of one of my favorite games of all time, Persona 4. So it's pretty much amazing, and the fact now that I can actually play it on the TV is even more incredible. Like I said, if I ever want to do review footage or get some clips for it, I can. So that's pretty awesome. And for some other people, maybe they don't want to spend $200 on a Vita. I believe it's about $200 for that, and they just want to play some certain games on their TV. For that is an incredible deal. Also, you already have a PS3 or PS4 controller laying around, well, there you go. You don't have to worry about the handheld. Now, I also do own a Vita handheld. I do like having it portable. One of the features I do wish they did have, I know this is kind of going off topic, but I kind of wish that they had a way to use the regular Vita for it, but I could see why they didn't do it, because it almost seems like it defeats the purpose. But still, maybe that'd be a feature they can patch in. That way all games can work if you have an actual Vita device. But I think the main reason people are going to want it is for that. The only other downside that I've seen so far with it is that the media options are sorely lacking. I mean, as the current time I'm recording, the last time I checked, the only thing that was available on the store was PlayStation Now, which is for the games, Crunchyroll, Crackle, and a couple other small things. Netflix, Hulu, YouTube are not on it. Another thing that's concerning too is that for some reason they've also whitelisted certain apps like YouTube app or Netflix app. So if you had the apps already installed from a Vita memory card, and then you put that Vita memory card in there, they won't launch because they're listed as the whitelist. I don't know if that's just due to some kind of licensing that they don't have with the Vita TV or PlayStation TV. I want to call it Vita TV, but I don't get that. But seriously though, it's not a bad unit. I think it's really for the people who either want to record Vita gameplay footage. No, also, like I said, you have to find a way around the encryption, or it's for the person that wants to play a handful of games that they don't want to have to either play on a handheld, or they don't want to shell out the extra dough for a full-featured, handheld. And so, I think there is room in this world for stuff like PlayStation TV. I think there's nothing wrong with it. In fact, what gives consumers more options, the better. Also, to Alloy 7's thing about the PSP video cable, because I had that thing. That thing is short, man. I feel like I would have to sit super close to the TV. You're tethered to it, which, I grew up playing NES and stuff, so I know what it's like to have short cords. But kind of nowadays, come on, playing a Vita or a PlayStation 1 game on your couch, it seems a little bit nicer than trying to play. Or yeah, you can even play PSP games on it. See, playing the PSP game on that thing is much nicer because you can actually sit back on your couch and play that thing, compared to where if you had to hook it up to a capture thing with the Vita thing, you would need an extension cord to be able to relax with that thing. You'd probably have to sit in front of your computer and play that thing. Or I'm not for sure how you have that set up, but man, I don't know. I just imagine that being kind of rough. And I do have some stuff that physical games that I'll eventually want to do on PSP myself. So yeah, I might have to buy some extension cords so I can make that at least a little more relaxing, a little more fun to play. But anyways, so I just wanted to comment on that. Check out his channel. He's a really cool dude. Does Let's Plays, opinion stuff and all that. So I just saw it and I was just like, it's really not that bad. But yeah, I've heard some people who thought it was more than that, but really, it's really just a Vita in a box. They've never really tried to make it out more than anything else. But yeah, so guys, let me know what you think. Are you interested in a Vita TV? Do you have a Vita TV yourself? Do you have both? Why do you want one? Why don't you want one? Also, on this channel, you can also check out my capture footage. I captured a PS1 game on it, Mega Man X4. Excellent game, by the way. And also a little bit of Persona 4 Golden footage. So you can check that out on the channel. So, guys, thank you all for watching, and until next time, game on.